For fast, cheap, and reliable Madden 23 Ultimate Team coins, make sure you guys check out my sponsor, Buy MMOG. Use code VENOM at checkout for 5% off. Yo, what's guys, I'm Fire here, back on the video, and today we're going to be bringing you guys another blitzing coverage style defense. Today we're going to be in the big nickel over G formation. I posted one video out of this, which was the cover 4 palm. So if you guys want to combine the scheme we're dropping today with that one, you can definitely go check it out. I might actually drop a cover 9 out of this formation because I can scheme up a nice blitz out of that. But we're going to be running the strong safety blitz 3 in the middle there. I think it's a very versatile defense. You'll see we do a lot of different designs with it, and you can definitely get creative with this play, in my opinion. So hopping straight into it, you don't have to go with anything. Just have auto flip on. You can set all these alignments to base or whatever if you want, but most important thing when you're running big nickel over G is to go to the slot cornerback package, because normally when you come out of the formation, you have your safety. So you see Jordan Poyer, he's at that position. That's not what we want. We want to go to the slot corner package, so we actually have our corner there. And I'm just going to throw some better players on the field, even though they're filled with injuries. All right, so strong safety blitz 3 will come out in it. Now, this is going to be a good blitz, but you're only going to rush 5 at the most. You're never going to send any more people than that. That's what I would recommend personally. But what we're going to do, first step, is going to be pinch your defense. That's what I like to do, pinch my defense. That's going to be R1 down on the left stick, which, again, might be better when you're not base aligned, so that you don't have these corners like super far inside when you baseline press. You want them actually out there to where they don't get burnt. Your next step is going to be bringing in the slot corner into a blitzing range. Depending on formation to formation, he will either be further out. For example, out of trips, he's going to be a little bit out. If it was a compressed formation like a tighter bunch, he would be, of course, a little bit closer. Now, there's a couple of different ways to run it from here. We'll just go over a base setup, and with your base setup, you can just use this 3-receiver hook. I like to hover on the line of scrimmage, just like so, and then snap the ball, and you're going to get your pressure right there. So it's always going to be that slot corner coming off the edge, but overall it is pretty reliable. You can run it a couple of different ways. You don't have to pinch your defense. I just like it. Looks a little bit cleaner, more compressed look. Whereas when they're spread out, things are a little bit more chaotic around that line of scrimmage. So again, I just pinch my defense. You can, and with the back end, you can do a couple different things. You can hard flat if you want. You can shade over the top, get cloud flats, or you can just shade over the top immediately, which would give you curl flats. Again, move them into blitzing position right about there. And again, this blitz would work D-line pinched or not. And then again, I hover in the middle here, snap the ball, and just it's really quick pressure as well. So make sure you get a faster slot cornerback to go in that position, because it's just going to help you get there even quicker. Now, again, with your user, if you want, you can also maybe hover here, hover in that position. It still should work. So if you have to defend something in the seams or whatnot, you would be able to address it, because I don't even know if hovering would actually matter with this blitz. I think it makes a little bit of a difference, but considering we're getting that right defensive end to engage every single play with the tackle, the blitz should come through regardless. So overall, again, there's not too much open here. Also, the zig route is your biggest culprit, which again, I would definitely turn this guy into a cloud flat or a hard flat. In most occasions, set him around a 10-yard zone drop to where maybe that route is open, but you can make a tackle at least. So those are kind of your first beginning setups. I'll just show one more time with like a cloud flat, because again, the seam flat does play pretty weird. I would never leave a seam flat on the field from experience. So again, we'll snap the ball. Again, I mean, if you want, you can also move over that free safety to be in a little bit of a better position. Because, it's the power of having 2 controllers on your lap. Sometimes you accidentally drop one, and I didn't want to completely drop it, so I was able to pick it up. But if you want, you can move Poyer over, considering you see how Hawkinson's a little bit open on that streak, and that would help. This is with no hovering. Blitz still gets through, so you don't have to hover at all, which is nice. And you'll see why that's nice when we go over some other adjustments. Our first adjustment that we're going to go with is going to be a diverse one. What we're going to do is every player going to pinch and move this guy over this corner. Then we're going to go with some other ones. In this situation against trips, what I like to do is you can actually man up a couple of different guys. So what I'm going to do is man up both these guys You can either man up the safety or the linebacker. I would probably man up the safety in this first case. I'll probably show both anyways, but now you can use her a couple of different players. I can use her Edmonds here, or what I like to do is probably, I mean, you're going to put either of these guys in the inside third, so it doesn't matter. Of course, if you wanted to, what you could do is just leave these guys in that situation, which I'll show next play, but it's just a little bit more diverse. Having that safety man up on the linebacker could be a little bit better. And again, the pressure still gets through. So the second way that I was talking about is going to be just to actually leave these guys. Now, if you have a bad safety or linebacker, why is this guy moving so slow? I don't know. But if you have like a bad linebacker, then that first setup might be better. But otherwise, you can go with it like this, and then actually still use your Matt Milano over here. And then you can leave Jordan Poyer in his inside third if you would like that a little bit better, which you probably do. I just for some reason didn't remember the setup. But yeah, this is certainly an option. And I like to hover here to bluff that I'm sending a little bit more pressure, but again, it's quick hidden. And again, when I like doing that because it's just immediately going to take two guys out of the equation that I have to worry about. If DeAndre Swift, now again, we're expecting to get pressure, but I don't want to have to worry about a route like this. Whereas if I'm running stock coverage, a wheel route, it's an easy 10-yard pickup. So something like that, we want to be able to man up. And you can still complete it against man coverage, but maybe not as much. If you're struggling with that wheel route, what you can actually do out of this play is man up the slot corner. I would go with something like this. Now, if I'm running this, I probably got to use the safety to man him up. I'd move this guy back, move Elam in. And it seems like a lot of work, but again, if you're playing an experienced player, they're going to take time with their setup, use motion. They're going to make a lot of hot routes, protection adjustments, so keep that in mind. And then this would do a much better job of taking away that wheel route. Again, you can shade over the top, shade underneath, shade over the top, and this would be a good style. And again, you see if you have an edge thread on that other side, it's just going to help you even more. Von Miller doing very well for us over there. So I also noticed that when you pinch, the sheds seem to be a little bit better versus just the standard coverage. So that is definitely one way that you can run our blitz right here. I wouldn't really go too far other than that. What you could do if you would like on that side is go with a little cover 3 cloud type action. So if we did that, we would again have to put one of these linebackers in. It's dealer's choice. We've been using Matt Milano for most of the time, so we're going to throw Edmonds here. But this could be a good mix-up. This is creating a cover 3 cloud look, if you couldn't tell. And again, with Matt Milano, we don't have to hover, so we can stand over here, lurk over here, then lurk the zig route, try to get back over to the in route. And again, we'll have a safety. We'll have 6'5" Cam Chancellor there, whoever you have. And pretty good coverage. So again, it's just confusing him. And this time we actually do get picked up with our blitz. So again, I would probably hover if I'm able to, because otherwise there's a small chance that it does get picked up. That's the first time all video we've ran it, 10 plus times. So you can see the rate of it getting picked up is not very high, but you never want to take that chance if you have to, unless you have to. Now, let's just show the same setup, but let's go with the protection adjustments. Let's say they block their running back. What's going to happen? Now, if they block their running back, the blitz should probably just not get through. Now, the corner's, of course, going to get through, so it's going to put immediately a little bit of pressure on that quarterback. You can't really scramble with the QBs too well this year, so it's going to put some immediate pressure on the quarterback, which you love to see. You see Goff right here. He immediately has to slide up in the pocket. He can't. The right side is completely taken out of the equation. It would be the same situation even if his halfback was blocked on that right side. And so immediately he has to slide in the pocket. That's why I would throw my edge threat on the other side. Now, again, it is a not in symmetrical formation, so you're going to be blitzing from different sides. So getting 2 edge threats would honestly be the dream if you're able to, but he's forced to slide up in the pocket here. And if he has no pocket, he's going to get sacked or just be under duress. It can create an under pressure inaccurate certain situations that would definitely affect our boy Jared Goff in the pocket there. Now, let's go with the bluff blitz. We've been blitzing him every play. He's starting to block his running back every play. We've already taken that guy out of the equation. Now we have the advantage. So in this case scenario, we're going to go with a bluff blitz. What you can do is a couple of different things. You can immediately just throw him in like a vert hook if you want. You can man him up on one of the slot guys like a Hawkinson or an Amon-Ra St. Brown. So you can just do a couple of different things that would mess him up, and there you see the coverage pretty good. Again, with the cover 3, you can move Jordan Poyer over. I know that can be a pain, or if you're bluff blitzing, what you can do is put Hyde there, and then you can put Poyer in the curl flat. You can throw Elam, our slot corner, in the curl flat, and then I would probably actually just use your Edmonds here. So this would be some good coverage to run. Nice little mix-up. Now you see Hawkinson's defended a lot better. RB's defended from that curl from the slot corner. I like the way the curl flat plays a little bit better on those underneath routes. Of course, he's thrown over the top. That's when you got to adjust your zone drops. But the outside third press should take away some corner outs as well. But overall, that's going to do it for the video. If you guys enjoyed, drop a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below, and peace. I'm out of here.